Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Imam Yasir, live from California Islamic Center in Norai, California. I want to take a few minutes and talk about the youth sleepover that's happening tonight here at CIC, inshallah. It's a very important program. I don't usually go live like this and hold the phone to my face like this. This is out of character for me to do so. But this is, I said to myself, an effective way of getting the word out, as social media is an amazing tool for that, mashallah. So those of you that don't know what's happening tonight, it's a youth sleepover, and it's designed, or it's the schedule or the program is designed to have young men, grades that are in school from grades 8 till 12. So basically, middle and high school kids. Middle and high school kids are going to be here, inshallah. The flyer says 8 to 12 graders. So to clarify, it's not 8 to 12 years old. This is, you may say, 12, 13 years and older. It's an all-night program. It begins after Isha. Isha is 9 o'clock tonight, inshallah. And it's an intensive program. It's a quite intense program. We have presentations. We have discussions. We have Q&A sessions. And I want to spend a few minutes on the schedule that we have. So I also want to add is that Imam Yusuf and Imam Khalil from Masjid al-Iman, they will be coming as well, inshallah, and they will be addressing the youth, inshallah ta'ala. I spoke with Maulana Ihsan and Maulana Irshad, and they said they will be here as well, inshallah ta'ala. So the schedule. We have one presentation, we have one session, which is called Changes that Take Place in a Male's Body. So essentially, that presentation consists of what is puberty and what a young man goes through, and what are some of the things that you're supposed to do, not supposed to do, etc. Cleanliness, hair, trimming of hair, what is a wet dream, etc. And that is going to be a 45-minute session. You also have a session which is called Bad Habits. We will talk about pornography, zina, eating haram, music, smoking. These days is your vaping culture, that it's a huge trend in middle and high schools, is that you have teenagers that are vaping. So we'll talk openly about that, inshallah. So pornography, zina, masturbation, all of these things. And forgive me for just being so direct, but forgive me for being so direct. It's these are topics that need to be addressed. And what tends to happen is that our culture is such is that to have these kind of conversations with our children is taboo. And then what happens is that this young man or this youngster is expected to figure things out on his own in this scenario. So we have 2 sessions that cover all of this, and we're going to discuss all of these things in detail, openly. This is, hence the reason why we want like older teenagers, right? So 14, 15, up to like 18, 20 years old. So that we're able to talk about these issues openly. If you're a parent and you're watching this and you have a teenager at home, unlimited fast internet with you combine that with a phone or a tablet or a laptop and some privacy. This is a recipe for disaster. Youth viewing such content is a very real challenge. So and quite frankly, it's not being addressed enough. There are imams, mashallah, that they are talking about pornography, zina, masturbation, and all of these things, but not so frequently in my experience. So that's why I want you to bring your youngsters here to CIC so that we are able to have that difficult conversation for you. As a parent, if you're unable to do it, then we are more than happy to do it for you, inshallah. We also have one session regarding positivity, setting goals, financial literacy, cleanliness, not remaining idle as a youngster. As it's said, an empty mind is the devil's workshop, right? It's when this youngster has nothing to do, is when this youngster then tends to delve into things which are haram, unethical, illicit, etc. For example, 7 habits of a good Muslim. Okay. We will also have basketball, okay, because literally I'm in the gym, okay. So we do have a few basketball sessions. We have a 3-point shootout. We also have a 1-hour basketball session. So those were the 3-4 presentations that I basically talked about for a few minutes. We also have interactive discussions. So those presentations, you may say, the format of those presentations is that they are informative, but interactive discussions are literally interactive discussions where we have a topic, for example, challenges faced by the youth in today's society. So I've purposely selected this topic to be inclusive, to be as inclusive as possible, to allow youngsters to open up and to share challenges that they're facing, right? So for that, we have 2 sessions. We have 2 separate sessions. 8th graders, 9th graders, and 10th graders in one session. Basically 45 minutes to an hour for them, where they will be sharing their challenges, that what are some challenges that you face as a Muslim in today's society. In the meantime, the older kids, your 11 and 12 graders, they'll be playing basketball and doing like other things as well. Then after that, we will switch the 2. Basically, then the younger kids will go play basketball and basically take advantage of other things that we have going on. And then the older kids will come in with me. And inshallah ta'ala with other mashayikh as well. And then the older kids will be able to share their experiences, some challenges that they're facing being a Muslim today. And the purpose of these interactive discussions is to, number 1, allow youngsters to have a platform for them to express themselves. This is what I've learned is extremely important for our youth. A lot of our youth don't feel that they have a platform anywhere, think about it, that they don't feel comfortable enough for them to express themselves. So in that interactive discussion, by me trying to provide that comfortable environment for them, inshallah, they're able to open up. They're able to, inshallah ta'ala, trust me and open up, and then inshallah ta'ala to provide solutions to those challenges from the Quran and Sunnah as well, inshallah ta'ala. Before I forget, there is a Q&A session after each of these after each presentation that we have. We also have a talk which is called "You Are a Muslim." So essentially, it's a motivational talk that addresses the need, that addresses a need of Muslims feeling proud that they're Muslims, right? Because of the news and the media and all of that, and Islam getting a bad rap in the media, a lot of Muslims begin to feel inferior, especially our youth. So it's important that we tell them directly that there's nothing wrong with being a Muslim. Be a proud Muslim. There's nothing wrong with you being a Muslim. There's no need to, in other words, like addressing the identity crisis of Muslim youth. So it's been a few minutes. Please bring your youngsters here. We have food that will be available. We do have adult supervision. I'll be here myself all night, inshallah. I have other amazing volunteers, adults that will be with me to supervise, to ensure that the program is going smoothly. We're not going to just leave kids alone in the room or anything like that. No, there is going to be constant adult supervision. Food is provided for free. This is a very important program. If you know of any young man from who's in 8th grade up to 12th grade, and then not limited to 12th grade, but junior college, university level as well, please bring them to CIC. If you have a teenager that you know of, 8th grade till 12th grade young men, please bring them to CIC, inshallah. I myself went to various masajid in the past week and spoke about this program after Maghrib and Isha prayers. I've personally called people, messaged them, texted them, WhatsApped them. So please do your part. Most importantly, make dua that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accepts this program from us. And the underlying reason why we're having this program is because being born and raised here in California, like in Sacramento, California, I never had this kind of program that was available to me. And teenagers are expected to figure things out on their own. And as I said earlier, some of our cultures are such that you are not comfortable to have these kind of conversations with your children. Now, I know a lot of you are asking or maybe thinking, what about sisters? Okay, why not have a program for girls? Trust me, I'm trying my best. Those of you that are watching this, that are part of CIC or involved with CIC, I'm actively trying to set up a program for a girls' sleepover here at CIC, inshallah. Similar program, similar setup, pretty much the same setup based on what the girls want, essentially, right? But for that, we require volunteers, we require help, and if you're a sister and you're watching this, if you want to help with setting up that program, please message the CIC page. Reach out to me, reach out to CIC, inshallah. We'll set up a meeting and we'll have one for girls as well. Because there are as many challenges that girls are facing just as boys are. And I would take it one step further and argue that girls are facing more challenges compared to boys, due to the fact is that girls that are wearing hijab, they get targeted. one, and then two, that those girls that are not wearing hijab, they're not wearing a hijab because they had a bad experience, for example, right? So please make a lot of dua for us. This program tonight is, again, strictly for young men, 8th grade till 12th grade, boys only. And if you want to see a similar program for girls, and you're willing to volunteer, or you know a sister that is willing to volunteer, then please message this Facebook page, and we'll set a meeting, and then inshallah ta'ala we'll start to work on that, inshallah. Please share this video with others. I hope to see hundreds of teenagers tonight at CIC, inshallah. That's the vision that I have, to have hundreds of these teenagers that are normally missing from the masajid. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept all the efforts of all the volunteers and all the donors and supporters that have, are, and will continue to help CIC in providing such programs for the community, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.